Okay, so I apologize in advance for this like stupid ass setup. It's like actually so bad. Oh, my room sucks. I'm sorry. But hi, I'm Bella. You could call me Bella K. You could call me Cran, whatever you want. Just whatever you feel like. And so I'm gonna be talking about like I gotta take these off. Can I do a cut? No, I'm not gonna cut it right yet. But I'm gonna be talking about like my life right now. So like, you know, those little videos on YouTube. Ooh, this is my life story. How I ruined my goddamn life. Oh my god, my life sucks. Nobody loves me. It's kind of like that, you know? Where do we start? I guess we can start it around first freaking grade. So around first grade, I didn't have many friends. But I did at the same time because, like, it's first grade. Everyone's popular as long as you got the twinkle toes. Who remembers twinkle toes? I want to see that. I want to see that. Twinkle toes were, like, the best because they glue up. Like, never mind. Okay, so around then, I actually switched schools about, like, 3 to 4 times in my life so far. So when, like, that whole before elementary school thing was over, what I did was I switched to another school that wasn't with all my friends that I had. I really did. Like, I don't really have friends back then because, like, I'm not friends with any of them anymore. But, so I switched to this, like, small, teensy school. It's, like, pretty small, pretty basic, pretty boring. Yeah, really boring. I remember all we ever learned, the only thing I remember that we learned was about animals and the Wakabanis. I know very little about the Wakabanis now, because, like, that's something that just never stayed in my mind. I'm not too interested in that type of history. I'm not going to talk about the history I'm interested in. It might get me canceled. But going through, like, that, we had that. And so when I entered for about 4th grade, I meet these kids, and it was also one of my old friends from, like, preschool. Let's call her A. So A is, like, she's pretty popular. She's friends with K. And K's, like, pretty popular for, like, elementary school. Those are the popular girls, you know? There's also another girl who's also new like me. We're gonna call her J. Love J for back then. So Jay and I, we got close. We were good friends. Hello. So I was with R. I was with R. And we were doing something with this girl. We're gonna call her Zoe. Yeah, we're name dropping. We are name dropping. I'm sorry. And I'm not using her dead name because that's so mean. So Zoe was trans, yeah? I never knew what the heck that was. So I'm like, huh? What's that? Because this is when, like, Zoe looked, like, Zoe still went by her dead name, but was still, like, trans. So Zoe says that, blah, 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 blah. We get into, like, stuff talking about, like, dogs and, like, dogs scratching and killing. I'm sorry, I don't know what we were on. We were talking about that, and he's like, your dog, like, that doesn't even hurt when they scratch. So we're like, you want to bet? Then we're going to scratch as hard as that dog does. So Zoe pulls out her arm, and we're scratching away. And then, so Miss M, she takes Zoe away. She's like, you guys are distracted. Like, short thing short, we ended up in the principal's office on my first day. Like, guys, that's my first day. You gonna do that to me? Wow. Alright, so just for, like, further reference, Zoe and I hate each other. We don't like each other. We never really did. Okay, so later in that, I learned another thing besides, like, LGBTQ and stuff. The only LGBTQ thing I knew then was trans people. But I learned something else. I learned the term furry. I mean, I looked through the furry stuff because I was in the animation meme community, you know? So I'm like, oh, these things are so cute. I don't get why they're bad. Apparently they're bad. I mean, no hate, of course, of course. You do what you want. I might think it's weird, but like, who am I to judge? Like, look at me. Who am I to judge? Listen to my life here. But, so I learned that, and there's this thing back in my old school where like your veins, yeah, they tell you what monster you are. I'm the werewolf queen, guys. I'm the werewolf queen. Oh my god. So yeah, I thought they knew that too. So then they're like, girl, you're a furry. You're weird. Back the heck off. You. So there was that. So I learned what furries were, and I'm like, oh my god, those are so cute. And then my dad's over here, he's like, Bella, you are not a furry. You cannot be a furry. Those people are weird. They're bad. They're Satanists. They're horrible. And I'm like, but they're so dang cute, bro. So we go through that. It's like, blah, 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 blah. And moving on, all my friends hate me. Ha! We have lots of things. All right, so around 5th grade, there's another new kid. We're gonna call her Sprout. And a little information to why we're just gonna call a random girl Sprout, like that one Dandy's World character, the Strawberry or something. I don't play Dandy's World. So that's Sprout. Sprout is a character I had before Dandy's World, so you can't like reference that. Sprout was a character I had before Dandy's World. I made her. But Sprout, she saw that character and she's like, you know, that's a really cool character. It's mine now. That was her character. She stole it from me. No credits. No, we're not mad. We're mad later in the story. I'm mad later. Okay, so, okay. I almost said her real name. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to edit that out either. I'm so sorry. So Sprout first goes, she hangs out with Zoe. They bully me for like half the year until like Sprout and I, we realized we have a lot in common. Like with the furry stuff, we have a lot in common. So we become good friends, you know? Until I accidentally death threat someone, but I didn't really mean to. I swear, I'm so sorry, B. I'm so sorry. That makes her mad, because, like, she, I guess, had a crush on B. B's a guy, by the way. So that makes her mad. We split up. All right, 6th grade. 6th grade, I'm on the bus. I see Sprout. She gets on the bus, because, like, we live really close to each other. It's actually a landmark now to my parents. Her house is. But, so she's on the bus. We become friends right again. So, all through 6th grade, we are best friends. And I get a boyfriend. We love Pineapple. Pineapple is a great boyfriend. Was a great boyfriend. So, there's that. And then, we're going, like, 6th grade's nice. I hang out with Pineapple's friends, too. Pineapple's friends were E, L, T, and B. E was like a brother to me, because E was pretty cool. And T was like, basically, T was actually E's cousin, but I felt like they were brothers, literally. And then there's L. L is best friends with E. And B is best friends with Pineapple. So in that way, all a group, because Sprout is there too. Sprout's is, so we're all a group. We have lunch like every day, together. Well, sometimes Sprout and I would hang out with her friends that are boys that we don't talk about them. They were mean to me. But no hate, of course. But like, shoot, I remember I forgot a line. So I'm gonna go to that line right now. So also, as we're getting into this story, you're probably like, dude, why is some like 11 to freaking 16? I totally look 16, guys. 16-year-old yapping about her life. Like, boy, you could, girl, boy, gang, you could just scroll off. Like, you can just like tap. No, I don't want to talk to this girl on like freaking YouTube or whatever. Because like, if you don't want to hear it, you don't have to. I'm not forcing you. I'm not going, hey, you better stay and watch this and make me famous. No, you do what you want. I don't even think this is gonna get famous. Last time I did like anything close to a life story, that got 7 views. Hold up. Put me in this bed, class, please. 7 views. So, like, I doubt this is gonna get any popular. And if it is, I don't know. Maybe I'll be more popular in school. That'd be amazing. We'll get into that later. Okay, so 6th grade's going well. E is getting into tons of fights with other guys. Like, full on fist. So I'm like, E, you need to stop. And we're having like, because we had this group thing. Again, I became an anti-furry for all of 6th grade. And I mean all of 6th grade. Because, I mean, Zoe was on my tail trying to get me, like, canceled, saying, oh yeah, Bella's a furry. Bella, literally, she's a furry, guys. She's a gay furry. We need to stop. I'm not even gay, because I had, like, a boyfriend then, not gay, guys. So, there's that. And that was kind of, like, me trying to fit in, you know, because, like, sorry, my dog just sighed. I was trying to fit in. I was going to be like, hey, I'm an anti-furry. You're going to like me, right? Because I'm not a furry, because I'm an anti-furry. You know that stuff? Yeah, that. Okay, so there's this girl. We're name dropping, you know? What? We are name dropping. I'm sorry, but we are name dropping. Molly. We have this girl named Molly. So she's going over to my group and there's also, like, her big group of minions. We're gonna call them minions, because, like, I don't even remember how many people there were. So E starts picking fights with them, throwing rocks at them. E, that is not cool. That is not cool, buddy. This is gonna be, like, 20 minutes, I think. So E's there, he's, like, throwing rocks, and then Molly, of course, like, that's kind of valid. She gets really mad. So then I notice Molly's going over to E, and I'm like, oh, no. I'm not letting her hurt this guy who's like a brother to me. So I go over, I shove Molly out of the way. So yeah, I threw the first punch. In that way. So, like, yeah, she punches me in the face. Yeah. And in the arm. Yeah. Okay, so teacher pulls us aside, you know, but luckily E is okay, because, like, that's the only reason I was doing it. What if Molly hurt E? That would be so bad. And then E would probably get suspended again for throwing freaking rocks. So I get down to, like, the counselor's office. Sprout wants to go with, because she's like, can I go? I want to help. And, like, no, Sprout's my only witness, and so is E, but still, only witness. So guess what? I get suspended for a day. You know what Molly gets, apparently? According from what I heard, nothing. Sprout goes around like, oh my god, they hurt Bella. She hurt. She re-broke her arm. I broke my arm again that year. Or for the first time that year. Playing soccer, I did a really dumb trick. We don't talk about that. It gives, like, trauma, even trying to think back to that moment when I did that really dumb trick. Because that hurt so bad. I broke 2 bones in my arm. In this arm. So there's that. I get back and Sprout's like, oh my god, you're okay. So best friend time. Alright, so that's basically all the stuff that I can remember in 6th grade. Alright, so now we're on to 7th grade. 7th grade is when, like, everything starts to get bad. Everything. Alright. So P, he has a new friend. I'm gonna name drop again. I'm sorry, I'm name dropping because I can't. I'm gonna call him Timoth, actually. Timoth knows who he is if he sees this. He knows. So we got Timoth there, and he's like, I don't know how to explain that. Oh yeah, Molly hates me, by the way. Big, like, so mean. Oh, I hate her. That stuff, we still hate each other, I'm sorry. So, also, Molly's friends with Timoth, like, literally they glaze each other, no joke. Like, they're big glazers for each other. Not gonna lie. So, P's new friend, Tim, I'm like, okay, he's okay. He just seems really rude. And he records teachers in class. That's kind of weird, guys. Oh, did you notice my hair trick? I love it. It's my best hair hack. I don't know if I created it. It's just something I learned. So, there's that. And at first, I didn't think nothing of him. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't care. You do you, bro. You do you. As long as, like, you're not hurting me. As long as, like, you're not hurting me. Okay. So we're going through that. We're still best friends with Sprout. Sprout's awesome. But then there's Barney. No hate to Barney. You guys can do whatever you want. Like, no hate. I don't really give a damn. But Barney and Sprout, they get really close. And I'm like, I'm wondering about that. Like, am I losing my best friend? Am I the only one receiving here? Or... because they get really close. And that's going to be later in the story. So we're doing that now. So we're going through all this stuff. And I'm sort of losing my hope with P. And then we go to, like, this sort of college thing, you know? College. It's not real college because, like, we're in 7th graders. But it's like college. We have dorms. I dorm with Ace, Sprout, and A. Not the A we talked about, a different A. Let's call her AB. So, AB, we're not really friends. We're like, okay, cool. You're friends with Sprout, okay? We're not best friends, but we're sort of friends. Like, sort of, a little bit. So, we're doing that. And Sprout has this crazy idea. Because she got us to say, I love you to each other with P and I. So she's like, yeah, in 7th grade, you're going to kiss. I think that's the perfect time for you guys to, like, smoochy. She sets up a date. We sort of have, like, a date going fishing. I fall and I run away embarrassed. But he caught me. So, number one man right there. A man should catch a girl when she's about to fall, like, face first into mud while fishing. I didn't know how to fish. So there's that. That goes through. I get into a lot of fights, actually. I start arguing. This is actually when it starts to get scary. I was in the hall, and I was screaming at Molly. We were screaming at each other. Because she was, I don't know, she was trying something. I was actually really sick. Because I'm allergic to dust mites. And they were everywhere in my dorm. I didn't know that, but I know it now. Because, like, I did not feel good. I was going to, like, throw up. I thought I had COVID, but I didn't. So we're going through that, and I'm like, oh. So I'm so tired. So I'm, like, laying in bed because I got my time off from being sick, so I didn't have to go to my classes. So while going through that, we, like, other kids were in classes. Then I hear Molly's voice. And so I had a name back then that I used to want to go by. We're going to say, well, I'm going to actually say it. It's not like I'm doxing myself. Neo. That's not even a bad name, guys. It means new. Zoe made it up and said it means mustard. It does not mean mustard. So we're going through that. And Molly liked to call me that for some reason. Kind of weird. So I hear this while I'm waking up. Neo, where are you? From clearly Molly. I get a banging on my door. Like, banging. Like, that hurt. Banging. So I'm like, what the heck? I'm scared for my life right now. I'm cowering. She keeps banging for like a couple minutes, then it stops. So when it stops and I hear a door close, I open my door. Everything's gone. So I'm really scared. And it's campfire night. And he wasn't in my group. He was not in my group. But we're going through, like, all this nighttime stuff. I see P rarely. Like, we play games and stuff. I'm not going to share all the stuff with P. Because, like, I don't think he would want people to know everything. That's, like, weird. That's, like... So, fast forward. We're back. Nothing really happened, but I have more friends. I have K again. I have J, and Barney and Sprout. So Barney and Sprout, they're getting even more close, and I'm, like, a little worried. Yeah, I'm worried. Like, I don't know, I was jealous then? I don't know, something was literally wrong with me in 7th grade, no joke. Like, literally. So we're going through that, and I'm like, depression. So I'm walking down to breakfast with Sprout because, like, I don't know if anyone else at school serves breakfast. Mine do in the morning. So I'm walking down there, and Sprout's telling me that P has been saying some stuff to her, and that stuff is not cool. Like, stuff, I mean, stuff. Like, you know. So I'm like, what the heck? Why is he saying that to her? She's literally his wing woman. Like, why would he say that? So then I'm just like super mad. And I start crying in the bathroom later. As Sprout's like comforting me. So that's like super nice. Sprout's comforting me through that. So after that, at the end of the day, I break up with him. And I'm like, man, I can't do this anymore. Hold up, when I do that face, I literally start crying. Help. So we're going like that, and I couldn't do it anymore. So it's just Sprout and I at this point. It's just Sprout. But I still hang out with E and L then. Fast forward. I become gay. Like, I had a crush on this girl. We're gonna call her B. And B's twin, actually, right now, is one of my best friends. I have many. I'm sorry, I have a lot. So, yeah, I tell that to Sprout. Sprout's like, oh, that's so cute. You guys are so gonna get together. Fast forward. So, it's been a couple days. I didn't really eat too much those couple days. Cause, like, I was going through this little phase where, like, I need to stop eating so I can get skinny. So, yeah, that. Then I finally get pizza, cause, like, I love pizza. It's the only reason I got it at school, and I still get, so I get pizza, and then, like, I didn't really eat any until, sorry if you probably heard that noise. I didn't eat until, and then, like, I hear, B's twin, S, call me over, so I go over to another table. Alright, let's say this. You're probably gonna find out what's happening after I say this. So Sprout she knew that I was a big germaphobe. I still am. This is, like, disgusting to me. And that I'll never share food someone's already taken a bite out of, like, even if it's family. You take a bite out of that? No, that's yours. I don't want that. So that happens. I come back. I take a bite out of my food. Everyone's laughing. Sprout is laughing the hardest to me right now. So I look at my pizza. That crappity had bites all over it. And I'm like, so super surprised, you know? And super mad. I look and I asked my friends, who did this? They all point to Sprout. I'm really mad because I'm really hungry. And my food has been ruined. I can't eat anything else. Like, I can't get nothing. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure Sprout already had bites out of her food. I got the... Sorry, I do that. That's another story. I grabbed the chocolate milk. I pour that on her salad. Yeah, I pour that on her salad. She can't have food. Because if I can't have food, she can't either. That's what I thought. Sprout starts crying. She starts bawling her eyes out. And my friends are all comforting her, like, Sprout, oh no, it's okay, don't cry. And so, no, I'm done. And also, by that time, I was having a gender identity crisis, so I was trans right then. Yeah, I was trans. There's gonna be more later on. So the next day, I'm like talking, and then Timoth and his little minions walk over to me, and they're like, Bella, are you a guy? And I'm like, what? No. Who told you that? And you know what they say? They say Sprout. Timoth says Sprout told us. I'm like, oh my god. And this isn't the first time Sprout said that, because I was like a furry for a little bit again. and I had masks. I had a mask. She told the whole school about that. Literally. I mean, that was super, super wild. So that happened. So I'm looking and I'm like, what the heck? What else did she tell you? She said a lot. So I'm super mad again. I'm blinded by my rage. I tell every single person about all the crap she said to them. She said a lot of crap. She was not nice. So I tell them all that. Sprout's really mad. She doesn't talk to me. I'm sorry. Like, she says we need a break. yeah, break. Through that time, I started dating B. And B cheated on me. With another girl. Who I'm friends with right now. They broke up, I'm sorry. So, like, there's that. And going through that, we've been fighting. We, like, fight a lot. And I'm, like, so done. I'm like, oh, but I can't let it go then. I'm like, oh, but I still miss her. We did everything together. We went on a trip to Salem together. Like, wow. Right? So, as we're going through all this wow stage, Sprout's going through the stage of nothingness. Replaces me almost instantly with Barney. Alright. Who thought that wouldn't happen? That would literally happen. That's like basically the whole point. This is gonna come up later. So I'm like really sad. Fast forward, 8th grade, I switched schools. Yeah, I switched schools. I go to a Christian private school then. For like half the year. And so as we're going through that Christian private school, I fought with her again over the summer. Like a big fight. Big. This one's not as big as the last when we like backstabbed each other. So I'm with like my friends, another A, a C, B is there too. Even after the breakup, we become friends. And we date again. She almost cheats on me again with M. So, about every 2 freaking weeks with that friend group, they kick me out. Every 2 weeks for absolutely no reason. They don't give me a reason. But every 2 weeks. They even had a plan once because there was a trip to go to the mall. And the plan was, I'm glad I didn't go to the mall. Their plan was that they were going to literally publicly humiliate me and dump me through that group out loud, like in public. That's super messed up, I won't lie. Cause guys, so we do that, and all these kickouts, and I'm becoming better friends with M, but M and I fight a lot. So I get back with that group again, and M doesn't, because like M's like, ugh, I hate them. Ugh, I'm gay for B. Ugh, that's what she says. I'm not gonna share that. Actually, never mind. And then, so in lunch we're talking, because M is really mad that I'm back with them and not hanging out with her. For some reason, she's like super jealous. So we're talking because she was like staring at us. So I look over and then I look back and talk to my friends. And I guess I had a smile. I was like, because I mean they're funny. Like B is funny. I'm sorry. So M goes over. She sits next to A. She starts whispering stuff to A. So also when we weren't like the friends with the group anymore, we did talk trash, but she did too. She told them all the trash she said and said I said it. And I'm like, what the heck? That's literally what I did to Kaylin, but a little different. Like, what the heck? Is that like 7th grade me right there? She was in 7th grade too, by the way. So we're going through that, and I'm like, what? My friends dump me. But then they're back with me. Because you know what I do after that? I run away. I already ran away once before, but I ran away from home, like, literally for an hour or more. I go back, of course, because where am I? Oh my god, I totally bought my own house. Like, I can totally do that. I need to cut that out. So we're going through that. I run away because of M. Because of M. And you know what M tells everybody? She tells them my parents are abusive. Like, she tells the entire school that. And, like, she's trying to be back friends with me. Yeah, we do become friends again. And then we keep fighting and fighting. Now we're not friends right now. I'm really mad at her, but at the same time, not really. So there's that. And then I start failing school. Yeah, I start failing. I mean, that's a really tough private school right there. I'm really stupid blonde. Like, I'm actually super stupid. Like, if you ask me what's 5 times 7 right away, I would not know the answer. So I switched schools after midterms. Yeah, we have midterms in 8th grade. I'm so mad about that. I hated that I had to do that on my last day of school. So midterms. And then I go back to the old school with Sprout and everything. I send an apology to Sprout. I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done all that. I need to, like, repent for my sins. I need to repent and be a good Christian now. And then she's like, yeah, I totally get it. So let's, like, pretend we don't know each other. I'm like, yeah, let's pretend we don't know each other. Okay, so we're back in that school. I fight with Maddie again because we get back friends again. And then we fight. She basically told me to kill myself. Hold up. I have an itch. So I'm friends with S and Ace a lot more. Sorry, I heard a noise. So, besties, awesome. I'm hanging out with C. You know, these X, C. We're having a sleepover. This is actually fairly, recent. And you know what I hear from C? Oh, yeah, Sprout was talking to me. Because C also used to be friends with Sprout. Sprout was saying this thing to me when he came back. She was saying, oh, yeah, not to, like, tell you to stop being friends with, like, Bella or anything, but, like, I'm just gonna warn you, like, you can still be friends, but, back in, like, 5th grade, she, like, stole my boyfriend. None of us had boyfriends. All the boys were ugly. She, like, stole my boyfriend from me. So, like, yeah, I'm just gonna warn you, like, you can still be friends and stuff. So C says, okay, I don't really care. I'm still gonna be friends with her. And she goes like, ugh. At least this is what C tells me. And so, ongoing, Sprout apparently starts warning my friends and basically trying to get them to dump me. Like, I've already been through enough. She basically ruined my life with a lot. Also, Timoth and Molly haven't bothered me that entire year. So, actually, props to them. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Tim got humbled, I'm pretty sure. Because a lot of people don't like him. Oh, P is for pineapple. I'm sorry. So, like, there's... I'm sorry, I'm struggling. I should have had a script. I'm super mad. You know what I do? Hold up. I'm gonna read the text, because she posted a video on these texts. Like, she literally told everyone on her TikTok these texts. So, at this point, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna tell them too. I have a flip phone. You're watching this on my secret phone. Yeah, I have a secret phone. So what? What are you gonna do? Tell my parents? That'd be really mean. So I confront her about this stuff. Sorry. I call her a underprivileged skittle. And she goes, go back to bed, honey. I don't know what the freak you're talking about. Right. So, like, you didn't warn my friends to dump me? We agreed as a group to dump you, but remember you would remember that. But by the looks of it, you have a couple squares loose in your head up there. So I guess I'm tripping, huh? I guess so. So, Miss, I'm a failure voice box. All right, so I filled Barney's voice box, or voicemails, last summer, because a friend told me she herself. And I was super worried. I'm like, what the heck? Oh my God, she blocked me. If she's still alive, I need to get her to talk to me. We need to talk about this. And then I say, we did not agree on trying to ruin my life again. To be clear, I moved on, but you just can't stop talking about me from what I hear. And she goes, that whole not interfere with you is a lie now, I guess? You want to go and call Barney immature when you pull this? Filling up her voice box, seriously? She calls me a baby who's pathetic and begs all the time, and I need attention, and I'm a pick-me, and a backstabber, and that none of my friends want me. But C wants me. I say that. Yeah, but C wants me, and I was telling her about the voicemail thing. All the things I did for her, I spent so much money to try to keep her as my friend. I cared for her actually a lot. I comforted her through everything, pretty much, that I could. I even tried to drop beef by apologizing, and all I've been doing is trying to be nice to her and her friend. But even before the fight, she was actually getting really mean to me. So I asked her about that, and she said, I don't have the text because I didn't send. It's weird. So she says this stuff. She goes I'm 20% battery. I'm gonna charge this right after. So saying that, and then she's like, because you were really manipulative and mean. She could have told me that. She should have told me that back then. Am I right? You don't have to say that. It's okay. I'm here. You don't, you can tell me. So that's what I said to her. And everything else. So then, a person reaches out about that video she posted, saying that it's not cool and she needs to delete it. She's like, I'm just giving her the attention she deserves. Or once, or whatever. I mean, I don't deserve attention. I don't need it. Although I really, at school, ever since I was a kid, I've been legit. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be popular. I wanted lots of friends. I wanted people to like me. And, that's why I started going on social media. I'm like, maybe if I blow up, people will love me. And I'll be popular. And I will finally get the guys I like. So I never have blown up on social media. So I don't know if that would actually work. But I honestly doubt it. Because I've dug a hole so freaking deep for myself. And I look like this. I look like a ragamuffin. I love to call my dog Ragamuffin. Actually, let me show you my dog. That's her right there. Sleeping. Isn't she so cute? So we're basically getting to the end of the story here. It's almost a 40-minute long story. Hold up, I need to check the time. I might have missed my favorite show. I missed my favorite show. We're recording this, so you guys better love it. So I'm really upset. I'm skipping school. I don't want to face her. I don't want to look at her. I don't want to look at any of my friends. Because I'm I hate my life. Everyone probably hates me. What if she's right? What if all my friends don't like me? What if she's right? What if I am just some fat loser? Oh shoot, I forgot to mention this thing. In my private school, boys thought it was really cool to call girls Gorlock the Destroyer, Fatso, Fatty Fat, Fatic Mixin. And my friends back then, so as you can see when I talk sometimes, maybe, sorry, I got another 20% battery power. As you can see when I talk, maybe, I have a, slight double chin. And so my friend C, she noticed that, and she's like, that's gonna be an advantage. So she tells me about that. We do all these things, and she just makes fun of me for that. She goes oh, hey guys, double chin check. And I'm like, what the hell is that? She goes it's when you put that, go like that. So I do that, and she goes, this is so weird. You have a triple chin. I don't know if I do, because I'm not gonna do it on camera. That's super bad. So even still now, I'm pretty insecure about that. That's why, like, I do this, and I keep doing this with my hair on camera, so I don't have, like, that triple whatever when I talk. Anyways, so, like, that, and my friends call me fat all the time then. And so that got me into working out, actually. When I left that school, I started working out slightly. You cannot see muscle because I suck. I've also gotten into boxing, taekwondo, but I'm self-taught at the moment. This summer I'm going to be doing lessons, so yay! But basically that's what happened. Anyways, back to where we were, which I kind of forgot. So I've been skipping school. I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is stupid. And that's basically where we're leaving it right now, because this is my first day of skipping right now. Probably gonna skip tomorrow. Yeah. So break's almost here. Might skip the whole week. I don't know. I'm just so freaking tired of this. I'm not actually sick, but I feel sick. You know, that type thing. And I'm just sad because, like, I lost all my friends from elementary school. Everyone I've known since then. They're all gone. But, yeah, so I've posted a little bit on my TikTok. If you want my TikTok, I'll probably write it at the end, but I'll say it now. Bella freaking Cran. Sorry, tear. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it. Yep. I'm Bella Cran, Bella K, Cran, whatever you want to say. And that was my story so far. Maybe if something interesting happens, I'll make a part 2. But I want to say to everyone out there, if you're going through what I've been going through, I'm really sorry. I just hope, unlike me, you don't dig a deeper hole. Maybe talk to an adult. Because, like, I can't talk to an adult about this stuff. I don't think I could. It's just, I'm struggling with this. But please do what you can to fix it. And Sprout, if you're, like, watching this, please delete that video. That's not cool. That's, like, a private freaking conversation. I didn't even say the whole thing. I just said basically some parts of the conversation. She put up images and screenshots, the exact thing. And not gonna be mean, but I also saw my contact name she did was furry. She's a furry too. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have, but I'm not gonna cut it out. But Sprout, if you're watching this, please take that down. You just need to listen to me sometimes. Like, I don't want to be your friend. I actually kind of hate you right now. You're the reason I'm missing school and, like, wanting to, or, like, away. Because, like, you're bringing a lot of trouble to me right now. I'm sorry, but you really are. But yeah. I'm Bella, and that was my story. I'm gonna log off now. Maybe I'll put an outro. Who knows? This is like 43 minutes. I'm so sorry. I doubt any of you watched all 43 minutes, but bye.
Now my wiener is a cylinder. I just pulled up on your girl like good gracious. I like black Latinas with cute faces. She want a man, but I can't give her the basics. You can't even meet the fam because my grandpa's racist. I'm 6'1", stand on my money, now I'm 6'1". Baby, take your socks off, let me lick some. I got molested as a jit son. It was 8 and 45 like the Pistons. Illegal immigrants are stealing all my nachos. This America